I'm a video gamer, and Mortal Kombat is one of my favorite fighting games. You see me on that, I will destroy you. I'm just putting that out there. Obviously, my favorite person is Scorpion. I was at a local tournament, and I had this little 16-year-old kid. I was fighting him. I had Scorpion, and he couldn't beat him. And literally, this little kid said, "Can I cuss?" "Motherfucking Scorpion!" And I looked over, and I don't know why, but it just like ding. That's gonna be my name, and it went up from there.
Yes, sir, it's your boy Keiz Ali. Now, the first time around, we introduced our pack of producers and gave you a look into how things got started. With episode 2, we finding out what makes them tick, the motivations, the equipment, the who and what inspired them. This is the cook up. Trust the process.
I got home at night with my mom. She's the R&B person. She just Mary J, Faith Evans, Jodeci, Blackstreet, all those guys. Anything Rodney Jerkins was on, yeah. Anything he did, she was on it. Dad, he's like, this weekend we're listening to Prince. This weekend we're listening to 3 6 Mafia. This weekend we are listening to the Smashing Pumpkins. And that's how it would roll, like every week. And then of course anything that came from the Dungeon family. So that was always there.
I'm from Ohio. That's, powerhouse in funk in the 70s and 80s. Slave, Lakeside, Heatwave, Zapp Roger, Boosie Collins. It was a just explosive scene then. So my father is a bassist, and he grew up in that scene. So that definitely has a big influence on my music.
Now, we definitely hit an inspiration, Taj. Karolina Beatz and Ty Grades, give us a sneak peek into the process, please.
I start making a beat by first finding a loop that I like on a website called Splice, or go through the loops and things that I have in the beat packs on my hard drive. And once I find one that I like, I start building from there, start going into, the kicks, snares, hi-hats, percussion, any extra sounds that could go in there, or anything else that could be added to it, and we just come up with fire. You feel me?
I start off with the melody, which would be the sample, and I just kind of play with it, slow it up, speed it up, pitch down, pitch up, just try several different chops till I get that flow to where it doesn't even sound like chops, it sounds like a straight up loop. And then from there, I get my drums, I lay my drums out, and then I chop the sample to the drums. That's my process.
Now, typically, chefs don't let you in the kitchen, but y'all with me. Some chefs have an all-in-one, while others lay everything out hibachi style. Let's talk equipment with MF Scorpion and Mastua Man LaFleur.
I make all my music off my keyboard. I mean, I have an actual keyboard, but I don't know. I like the simplicity, and it's not a lot of clutter that I have to deal with. I'm so weird.
Yeah, this is the workstation. First and foremost, you gotta have good headphones. You can't go nowhere without Audio Technicas. You can't travel without these. These MX50s ain't nothing beating them, and they don't cost that much. You can get them for like a good $125 now. Then of course you got the Apollo Twin. This is my interface. This is what I choose to use. If you got a MacBook, if you got a Mac, get one of these. You gotta have one of these, man. Everything is in here. You click one button, you control the monitors. Click another button, you control the headphone volume. Go over here, you control the mics. And of course, as we move along, the big baby of everything, the heart of everything, this is the Novation 49SL MK3. You know what I'm saying? All my keyboards since maybe like 2017 have been Novation, because they're partnered with Ableton to a degree that nobody can really match. And with that, this one controls scales and everything, so I got it in scale mode right now for what I was creating. So I made sure that I didn't play anything incorrect on top of it for the time being.
Now, as you can see, being the producer ain't cheap, and Mastua got a whole lot more. I'm talking mics, guitars, vinyls, comic strips. Man, book you a session and see for yourself. But let's switch gears and talk motivation. What kicks you into gear? What makes you get up in the morning?
I would say curiosity. Basically, just I'm a person that likes to feel alive. You know what I mean? I enjoy life. I like to question things. I like to think deeply about things, and sometimes I want to feel things, and sometimes music is the only way to feel what I want to feel, especially expressing musically. So I just happen to get that urge every now and then to want to feel without my hands, without my body, and just get the vibes from the music.
What gets me going, it's so funny. Video games. My kid and my wife. My wife is my number one supporter. She's the one who tells me, like, because there's days where I'm like, I don't know if this music stuff's gonna work out for me. She's like, just keep going. Like, you hear what you're making now? Like, just keep going. And then my son, he's also another factor too, because I be in my little home studio, and he's 5, and he just be jamming, just jumping up and down, and just hyping me up. And then I get a lot of my my inspiration from just playing video games, how I feel in that moment. If I'm pissed off, I'm gonna make a pissed off beat. If I'm happy, I'm gonna make a happy beat. You know, stuff like that. So it's really weird, really crazy, but like I said, shout out to my wife and my kid, and also, you know, the feelings that I get from video games as well. It's crazy.
Motivates me to get going. Number one, I gotta have a good energy space. I can't have a lot of negativity around me. Pull up either South Park, Boondocks, Simpsons, King of the Hill, something like that, wrestling, have it playing to kind of give me entertainment, and, you know, just think about the reactions that I'm gonna get. You know, the reactions is the biggest thing. That's what motivates me to really get going on days when I don't feel like it, because I'm like, if somebody hear this, they gonna really love it, and that just keeps pushing me.
All right, y'all. There you have it. Still not sure who gonna produce your next hit record? Well, you got one more episode to figure it out. And hell, why not link with them all? Mastua got that all-around sound. Taj gets funky. Ty Graves is the king of bounce. Karolina Beatz is the sample god. And MF Scorpion, king of the 808s. Matter of fact, MF, show them that cool thing you be doing, man. Let them know.
So basically, with this 808 here, is bass. So it's just, you know, just a little. So what I like to do with every single 808 that I have, I like to go into something called controls. And then what I do is I add like more of a driver to make it hit even harder.
Okay.
So you'll see what I'm talking about. So at first, this is just basic. Now watch when I do this. See a little difference? Now watch.